Welcome to StarScene Central. Exciting updates about NCIS coming up. Don't miss out. Like and subscribe for more celebrity news. The new NCIS spinoff, Tony and Ziva, has officially wrapped up its first season on Paramount+, and while the show has been praised for the return of two of the franchise's most beloved characters, it's facing one glaring issue that's hard to ignore. Centered around the dynamic duo of Anthony DiNozzo and Ziva David, played by Michael Weatherly and Cote Pablo, the series picks up years after the pair left the main NCIS team. Now living in Europe with their daughter, Tali, Tony and Ziva find themselves caught up in a high-stakes adventure filled with arms dealers, double agents, and an elaborate conspiracy that threatens everything they've built together. The show has delivered plenty of action, nostalgia, and emotion, but there's one big problem that longtime fans can't overlook: the lack of deeper connections to the larger NCIS universe. While Tony and Ziva nails the chemistry between its two leads and captures the same intensity that made their relationship a fan favorite, it feels strangely isolated from the world that made it possible. For nearly 2 decades, Tony and Ziva worked side by side with the iconic NCIS team, forming friendships, rivalries, and unforgettable bonds. However, this spin-off seems to exist in a vacuum, with only passing references to their former colleagues like Sean Murray's Agent McGee and Mark Harmon's Leroy Jethro Gibbs. These small nods are nice, but for a show that hinges on nostalgia and emotional payoff, fans were hoping for more. Seeing Tony and Ziva actually interact with their old teammates, even briefly, could have added a powerful emotional layer and solidified the show's connection to its roots. Interestingly, Michael Weatherly himself even joked about wanting a brief cameo from Gibbs, something simple, like Gibbs bumping into Tony on a busy street and giving him his signature head slap before walking away. That playful idea shows how even a tiny moment could have gone a long way toward bridging the gap between Tony and Ziva and the original series. After all, this show marks the first time fans have seen Tony and Ziva together on screen in over a decade. Their reunion alone has been a major emotional milestone for NCIS followers, and adding cameos from old friends like Gibbs, McGee, or even Abby Ciuto would have made the experience even more special. Despite this major shortcoming, all hope isn't lost. Paramount Plus hasn't yet confirmed a second season, but the signs point toward Tony and Ziva continuing. Both Weatherly and Pablo have expressed their enthusiasm for returning, and given the audience's response, it's likely that the network won't let this story end here. If the series does get renewed, Season 2 could easily fix what Season 1 missed, by bringing back familiar faces and giving fans the reunion moments they've been craving. The next chapter could explore Tony and Ziva reconnecting with the people who helped shape them into the agents they are today. Imagine a storyline where Tony and Ziva are forced to reach out to Gibbs for help, or where McGee joins them for an overseas operation that rekindles their old camaraderie. These moments wouldn't just thrill fans, they'd make Tony and Ziva feel like a true continuation of the NCIS legacy rather than a standalone side story. Even shorter appearances by characters like Leon Vance, Jimmy Palmer, or Eleanor Bishop would deepen the narrative and remind audiences that this world is much bigger than just two agents on the run. There's also the potential for crossover events, which NCIS has become known for. The franchise is already planning a multi-era crossover connecting NCIS, Origins, and the main NCIS timeline, so including Tony and Ziva in that mix would make perfect sense. With its international setting and action-driven plot, the show could serve as the perfect bridge between different corners of the franchise, uniting characters from the past, present, and even new spin-offs like NCIS, Sydney. Ultimately, Tony and Ziva is off to a strong start. It's thrilling, heartfelt, and anchored by two actors whose chemistry remains as powerful as ever. But to reach its full potential, the series needs to embrace the rich history that NCIS fans have followed for over 2 decades. Reconnecting Tony and Ziva with their old teammates isn't just fan service, it's storytelling that honors the emotional legacy of the show. If Season 2 delivers that, Tony and Ziva could evolve from a good spin-off into a truly great one, cementing its place as an essential chapter in the NCIS saga. Thanks for watching.